Nscaler 454 here, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is another big update, perhaps even a huge update, because we have foam in section 2, which is huge. I've also started piecing out some blocks in section 1, and I did that because I realized I need to paint these abutments before the bridge gets set into place. And so I need this foam cut out in a way to get the ends of the abutments set up and looking good before I even paint that. So if I don't do it now, it's going to be very difficult to paint later. I've also come up with a new idea, and the original plan was to have a road coming from the refinery area to come under the bridge, wrap kind of tight against here, cut across this track, and then roll through like this and across the layout. I'll show you this on the original plan. Refinery here, road would come under the bridge, then cut across somewhere in here, be tight against this little structure, and move across. Well, now I'm thinking, maybe I go the road through a tunnel section here and out, which would be through here and out, and then across. Because I don't really want a road being super tight against the wall and super tight against the tracks, and I'm not sure how much space there's going to be with this track going through, so I'm not really sure what to do. If you guys have a suggestion or an opinion, leave a comment. I look forward to reading those. Back to section 2. Besides the base foam that I've glued down, I've also installed this end piece of the Woodland Scenics incline set. That's a 1/2 inch elevation, which goes through. I think that's going to look cool. I've also installed some foam walls and this platform right here, which is lined with foam. This is where my grain elevator is going to sit, and this gives me a nice level foundation for that to go. Also, because when you're building the layouts, your ideas change a little bit. Depending on how much room I have up here when all the foam and stuff is in place, I would like to add a few more structures, but we'll see how much room we have there when it's all done. But it's interesting how your layout changes a little bit and gets tweaked as you go. As you can see, I've started laying some track, which is always very exciting. Now, I've set up a Patreon account specific for the model railroading, and it contains exclusive content and videos of things that are not shown on YouTube, because if I was to show everything that happens between updates, these videos would be 2-3 hours long, which is just not realistic. So if you want to see some of the things that goes on behind the scenes, check out the link in the description. That would be awesome. As for this video, at the very least, we're going to try to finish laying this track, and maybe we can extend it into section 1. So let's get to it.
Here I am measuring the distance between the track that is glued down, being as accurate as I can. I like using this straight piece of track Zeta from PECO when cutting the track, as it helps me get the cuts as square and as even as possible. I don't need to add feeder wires to this track, as it will get soldered to the existing track, which does have feeders.
All right, guys, that is the end of this video. Unfortunately, I couldn't get past this section right here because, as usual, it took a lot longer than expected, but it is laid down and there is some wiring to it as well. Oh yeah. And also, I did make another video in the process of making this one, and that will be coming out soon. So be sure to like, subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.